Hello, everybody. How's it going? As of this video, I am getting over a cold. By the time you actually see this video, the cold will be long over because this video is going to be sometime in April. I think my daughter's upstairs stomping on the floor a lot because she's mad at me for something, but whichever. So I'm going to try to get through this as well as I can because I'm a little sniffly and I have a little bit of a tiny cough. And so I'm going to try not to let that stop me. Now, I actually wanted to do this video earlier, but I actually couldn't smell anything, and I couldn't taste anything with the first 3/4, the first 2/3, give or take, of my tongue, of my taste buds on my tongue. I could only taste stuff way in the back, in the back of my throat. And so, maybe I had the big scary thing that everybody gets these days. But if I did, I'm fine. Clearly, no hospital stays, no breathing problems, no nothing. So just a bit of a cough, sniffles, that kind of thing. But I had to put off any of my tasting videos until I could taste things again because I didn't want to give like a biased video or a video that wouldn't really work out very well. I didn't want to give it bad marks because all I could taste was alcohol. And I've had a couple things in the meantime that were stuff that I'd reviewed before, and that's all I could taste, like just an alcohol taste. Most of the flavor was gone. So now that's coming back, I can smell things pretty well. It's not 100%, but it's good enough, I think. And so that's what I'm going to do. Hold on a second while I turn the light on in the kitchen because the dog's eating in there and I forgot to turn the light on. Yeah, the dog is half blind, so she needs to be able to see to eat, and I wasn't even thinking. I was on autopilot getting this ready. So what do we have? Let's get this started. This is from something that I'd read about a lot online, and it's pretty popular here in Ohio. The company is, but I hadn't had any of this particular kind. This is Bardstown Bourbon Company, and it is their Fusion series, and this is Fusion number 8, and it has a breakdown of the blend. There's 2 4-year bourbons and a 12-year bourbon in here, with different mash bills and things, and different. They're all from Kentucky. So I'm interested to see what this is. This is 95.5 proof, 95.5. It was $59.99 here in Ohio off my grocery store shelves. $59.99 before tax, of course. It's a nice bottle, nice clean lines, nice satisfying pop on the cork. Smells decent, smells like a good bourbon. I'm glad I can smell things again. And now that I'm looking at it, you can also see there's like patterning on the bottle, which is really nice too as the light catches it. I don't really have a good light here. Let me see if I can bump up my light a little bit, actually. Yeah, see how that works for you. Yeah, you can see some patterning on the bottle on the back. So like some spider web kind of patterns. Knocking stuff around here. Let me pick some stuff up off the floor, clearly, that I knocked off my shelf. Mostly robots. I'm surrounded by robots. I need to get a better system for my robots. So, anyway, let's get this done. As I said, it smells like a bourbon. A little bit of apple smell in there. I can't be 100% sure that what I'm smelling is accurate because I'm not 100% back where my nose needs to be, but it's close enough. Got a generous pour because I'm going to drink some more after this is over. And, all right. Smells pretty good still. Smells like a decent Kentucky bourbon. Reminds me a little bit. I've had some Blade and Bow recently, and it reminds me a little bit of that. decent, good color. Nice russet brown color. A little darker in the video than it is in person, of course. So let's get this stuff out of the way off of my screen there on the side. The laptop's over there. The camera is here. So I look over to make sure everything is running well enough on this video. Pardon me. So let's give this a try. It smells decent from what I can smell. So let's see what I can pick up. A nice burn right up front. Sweet. Devolves into a bit of sour at the end there. It reminds me of one of those Werther's hard candies. I don't know if those are supposed to be butterscotch or more like a caramel, like a hard caramel, but it's less like a butterscotch. A little bit of that in there, and a little bit of caramel, almost like caramel apple, but not quite, with the sourness in there. And it's not as sweet. It starts off strongly sweet, and then it slowly gets more sour as it goes along. And the burn stays in the mouth, but doesn't go all the way back to the back of the throat. So I'm getting a little bit of numbness on the tongue, but not so much in the back of the throat. That's my cough. That's not the alcohol making me cough. So it's got a good taste to it. I like it. I think I'll like it even more when all of my whole tasting system is functioning completely. But it's not bad. It's good stuff. I'm glad I got it. Glad I got it. I got weird accents popping in here and there. Don't ask me why. I've never been to a lot of these places. I had read about it, I believe, in my Facebook group. Well, it's not my Facebook group, but I'm a member of it. The Central Ohio Whiskey Society. I do mention them every so often because they're very helpful in recommending things, and they're just all around good people for the most part. And I had seen this listed there, and I didn't think much of it, and then it showed up on store shelves at my grocery store that I go to, my regular place, not too long ago. It's been several weeks now because I got it before I got sick, and then now I'm towards the end of that, so I haven't had a chance to get into it since then. I have two things I got from there, this and something else that I think would be super interesting. Let's take another taste. It's not bad. It's a little more sour the second time around because the taste buds are getting a little bit more numbed from the burn. And it does have that Kentucky bourbon burn at the forefront, but that goes away relatively quick as far as the rest of your taste buds are concerned, as far as the rest of the palate goes. So I think it's good. I think it's a worthwhile purchase. I enjoy it. If I see more of it there, I might get it again. I have a feeling it's going to be more like a limited thing, though. I don't know how many more bottles they'll have on a regular basis, but you never know. Now, speaking of, pardon me, speaking of blade and bow, by the time this video airs, I will have hopefully gotten real deep into my planning because I'm going to go to the Blade and Bow distillery in Kentucky later in the summer, probably around July. Partially because I've never been to one before, and also partially because they have a gift for me there. How do you get a gift from a distillery? Well, this is how you get it from there. Blade and Bow, every bottle comes with a key, all right? And it's supposed to symbolize the 5 keys that open the original distillery, and each key has like a something behind it. Like the first key is, I'm going to get it completely wrong because I don't remember right off the top of my head. I should have probably grabbed the bottle, but there's like a key for persistence and a key for this and a key for that, and even that might be wrong. But it's each key has a quality, is what I'm saying. I don't remember what the 5 qualities are, but it's like their ethics, their work ethic kind of thing, right? Um, and I'd been collecting them, and I didn't think much of it. They're kind of hard to find all together. It's there. You can get them all from the same $60 bottle of Blade and Bow. You don't have to get anything special. You don't have to, like Blanton's. A lot of times you have to get all the different kinds of Blantons to collect all 8 of their horse toppers, and those are like several $100 most of the time per bottle. So, but there were 5 keys. Like each key has a number on it, a number engraved into it, and they look a little bit different. Like they're different keys, like they'd open different locks. And I didn't think much of it. I thought it was just a neat thing to collect. And I was finally able to finish my collection recently because my grocery store only had certain numbers at any given time. And I was able to recently finish my collection. And apparently, if you send them a picture on the website of your 5 keys, you can join what's called the 5 Key Club. That gets you your name put in a special room of the distillery and a commemorative mule cup. What's a mule cup? It's a copper cup, a copper tumbler about this size, but it's designed for Moscow mules, which is a mixed drink, of course, cocktail. And they make a cup with your name on it as well. And I'm kind of like, well, that's pretty cool. I mean, and you don't gotta buy the cup or anything. All you gotta do, they won't ship it to you. You have to go get it at the distillery. So Kentucky is 5 hours away from me. At least this part of Kentucky is 5 hours away from me. So I'm putting in a plan to attempt to maybe get down there for a couple of days and tour the distillery and maybe check out some other places while I'm down there. I think it'd be a good time. And to pick up my cup, obviously. So hopefully by the time this video airs, I will have finished my arrangements and got my hotel stay and everything all done for sometime in July. And I will try to take some pictures and maybe some video while I'm down there for the channel. We'll see how it goes. So that's Blade and Bow news. In the meantime, what did I have tonight? I had Bardstown Bourbon Company Fusion Series number 8. There's all the mash bill information. I don't know how well you can read it on the video here, but I'll just keep it up there for a second. And it's good. I recommend it. Is it $60 good? Yeah, sure. I always would rather spend like $35, $40 for anything than $60, but $60 isn't really breaking the bank. Like I can get a $60 bottle here and there and spend some time on it, and it's not that bad. But yeah, so $59.99 here in Ohio, and it's decent. It's good stuff. I like it. So that's all I got for you. I have other things I need to do tonight, so I will catch you guys next time. Until then, of course, we'll do a better cheers than that. Cheers.